Hey Seth, long time no talk.
Nice to see you again after all this time.
Exactly. So again, just tell really briefly who you are.
Well, I am a 69-year-old real estate and business investor who lives in Miami, Florida, and have been involved in multiple businesses and starting them and developing them over the years.
Who married way up, right?
Yeah, oh, that's for sure.
There you go. So tell us, we're getting a lot of interesting answers on this. Has there been someone you can pick out that's been a key influencer in your career or even your life?
Very much so. In the earliest days of my business career, I worked right out of college for a company in Santa Barbara, California. It was a boutique real estate investment company, and I learned the nuts and bolts of investing in real estate at this company. I started at the ground floor, literally taking the boss's car to the car wash and such. But I also learned how to analyze properties, how to manage properties, and so forth in that 3-year period. But probably the greatest influence I had on my future career was to observe the way in which this fellow who ran the company, who owned and ran the company, conducted himself. In the end of the day, he was a manipulator. He was not honest. He didn't treat people honestly. And I always said to myself during that time, if I ever were to have my own company, if I ever was in a position that I was leading people, I was going to act just the opposite as the way this fellow acted. And I cannot tell you how that negative influence, that negative impact it made on me changed the way in which I thought about how I would conduct myself going forward if I had the opportunity. Now, you probably don't hear that from a lot of people because most people talk about mentors and influencers or people that, instructed me on how to do this right or that right. But I can't tell you how the impact of that particular fellow had on me as to ways in which I would not conduct myself going forward.
I think it's brilliant because number one, it is a way of showing you can take a negative influence and turn it into a positive, and especially so you recognized it. So I think that's fantastic. I told you about the fellow that told me in the store that I worked at school to make everybody think they look fantastic like a model. So I realized that was lying also, and you don't need to do that. But that's fantastic. That is a great story, and we appreciate you sharing it with us.
His lies were much greater than the ones we're talking about.
No, I'm sure. I am sure. Thanks so much.